Welcome to another episode of The Brand Called You, a podcast and podcast show that brings you leadership lessons, knowledge, experience, and wisdom from thousands of successful individuals from around the world. I'm your host, Ashutosh Garg, and today I'm delighted to welcome a personal branding expert and a coach from Athens in Greece, Maria Papazoglou. Maria, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me here. It's a big pleasure, and I'm looking forward to a very fruitful conversation, Ashutosh.
Thank you. Maria is a global career coach and an executive coach. She's a corporate trainer and an NLP master practitioner. And as I mentioned, she's the personal branding expert. So, Maria, my first question to you: what inspired you to transition from the corporate world to coaching and NLP?
Yes, thank you for this question, because actually this is a part of my personal story, which of course is a part of my personal branding as a
Mm-hmm.
professional. So after many years in the corporate environment as an executive in leading roles,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted something more. I had always a passion for growth. I wanted to make a deeper impact by helping other individuals to unlock their full potential. And of course, I wanted to also have myself and improve as a person and as a professional from within.
Right.
So this is what led me initially to start, as we say, working with myself deeply with different methods like psychotherapy and then coaching, until I discovered the value of this very dynamic method,
Right.
coaching. So it was about my personal transformation,
Mm-hmm.
uh, how I was able, by using the tools that I now use as a coach to others, I used them before for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So coaching and neuro-linguistic programming, the NLP, known as NLP, they saw me how I can shift my own mindset and transform
Mm-hmm.
my life. So this new world of personal and professional development actually gave me a lot of freedom
Mm-hmm.
and a new purpose as a professional
Mm-hmm.
to be able to serve others and
Mm-hmm.
create positive results to the people and the teams that I work with.
Well said. And how did your experience in tourism, technology, and consulting shape your approach to coaching?
Yeah, I believe that a career coach and as an executive coach should have a corporate experience for himself. So this corporate experience helped me a lot to be a coach today,
Mm-hmm.
because I learned the importance of adaptability,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Working across industries taught me how to navigate different challenges, and it made me like a versatile coach. Then the second point is problem solving. Consulting sharpened my ability to diagnose the issues and create strategic solutions for my clients at that
Mm-hmm.
time, which I do now from my other role as a
Right.
coach and trainer. And of course, my working experience in big multinational organizations, it gave me a global perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So tourism and everything that I do afterwards exposed me to different cultures,
Mm.
and it enhanced my ability to connect
Right.
with people worldwide, which
Mm.
I still do as a coach now.
Mhm. Well said. So, Maria, let's now talk about an area of your specialization, which is personal branding. And personal branding is now being talked all over the world. How do you define a personal brand, and why is it essential for professionals today?
I love this question. So personal branding is about our reputation,
Mhm.
not only as professional, but also as individuals in any areas of our life.
Right.
Personal branding is how other people perceive us and what is the unique value that we offer and our unique characteristics. All these, they help us to differentiate. It helps us set apart in a competitive market. And of course, it is essential for career growth because as a strong brand opens doors to new opportunities and credibility and trust, same thing happens with individuals when they invest in building an authentic and powerful personal branding.
Well said. And based on all the work you have done with people to help them with their personal brand, what are some common misconceptions you have observed?
Yeah. So people sometimes they may think that personal branding has to do with something visual like a logo or our website, but this is much deeper. There is a whole strategy behind personal branding which needs to start from self-awareness. Know who I am, which are my strengths, and how I should better position myself in the market. And then personal branding should also include goal setting and an action plan. So it's not like how we appear, it's not our website, it's not our logo, it is a whole strategy that we need to develop in order to be able to communicate the right messages and support our goals. Another misconception may be that we should self-promote pretending to be something that will be likable to others. But here I want to point out the best thing we can do about our personal branding is to create the best version of ourselves and then get it out there, communicate, be more extrovert, and show all our wonderful self to others.
Well said. Great response. And Maria, what are some key elements of a strong personal brand?
I would say that strong key elements for a personal brand are at least three. First one is clarity. Know your values, know yourself, your strengths, and your unique proposition. Second one, be consistent. Maintain a message across platforms and interaction so that we build trust. And then third one is visibility. Share insights, engage with the audience consistently, be able to express yourself and get your ideas out there.
Well said. And a question I have often been asked is that how can we align our personal brand with our core values and our professional goals?
Well, I would say, again, we have to turn the attention within and do what we say a self-reflection in order to be able to identify our top values and our passions, what we like to do most. So what I would recommend for someone that would like to go deeper in the personal branding strategy is identify the values and all the strength, and then during the goal setting process, start to think how you strategically want to position yourself in the workplace. This will help us to align our messages, the messages that we will communicate with our long-term goals.
Right.
So everything should be intentional. And again, I'm Greek word, by the way, authenticity. which is for me the thing that will help us to build a brand around what is genuinely ourselves and be able to get out there our best version, which will be our real us.
Well said. My next question for you is that what are some of the obstacles people face when they're trying to build their personal brand?
One obstacle is, I think, the fear of judgment. Many people, it's possible to hesitate to put themselves out there, having a fear of being criticized. Okay, this is more likely to happen to introverts or to people who are not so much exposed in one-to-one interaction, or they don't really like the online platforms and social media interaction. Another obstacle could be the lack of consistency, which means that if we are not communicating our messages frequently, this leads to a weak branding. And a third one would be unclear messaging. This is where we have to put a lot of work and have a strong focus on our brand. And this is what will make our brand be really memorable.
Very interesting. Another thing that I have often seen is that a lot of professionals or entrepreneurs feel they don't have anything specific to offer in their personal brand. They have nothing unique about them. What advice would you give them?
Every person has a powerful story. It may not be clear for everyone at any moment, but if we really look deeper inside us, we will find and identify the bullet important points of our story. So our story matters, and everyone has a unique journey and perspectives. So I would recommend to them to focus on identifying their strengths, identify what they do well, and highlight it every time they communicate, and also to serve others. Shift the focus from what makes me unique to how I can contribute to help others too. These already key points will help even those who feel that they lack a unique brand to start from somewhere.
Very interesting. Maria, you were also, an NLP master practitioner. How does NLP help in shaping a powerful personal brand? And if you can just explain for my viewers and listeners, what is NLP and how does it help personal branding?
So NLP is a personal and professional development method, which is based on the knowledge that neuroscience is offering to the world. So NLP has created theories and very practical and powerful tools that help us to shift our mindset, to overcome limiting beliefs that hold us back from getting what we want in our career and in our life, and replace the limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs. NLP has also to do a lot with persuasive communication, because it helps us to learn how we can convey our message with impact to others. And of course, NLP help us to build ourselves stronger from within, which allow us to be more confident. And confidence is the key thing when we want to achieve things in every area of our lives.
Very well said. My next question is, how can professionals use language and communication techniques to create a lasting impression about their own personal brand?
Well, this is one of my favorite topics. And
Mm-hmm.
each time that I work with people, with individuals in our private coaching and NLP sessions, or when I teach NLP in groups and corporate teams, one of our favorite topics is the power of words.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many words in our everyday vocabulary that we really need to stop using them and replace them with more empowering words that will create confidence, trust, will be a positive way to express what we want as a message to others and shape the right perception. Also, NLP may help us a lot for our voice tonality and body language because, as we know, non-verbal cues influence how others perceive us. And one more here, I'd like to add, NLP help us also to reframe, to be able to turn the obstacles into opportunities through strategic language.
Amazing. So, I have time for two more questions for you. My next question is, how can introverts build a strong personal brand without feeling overwhelmed?
I love these questions because I work with people who are naturally introverts, but they know that in the workplace, in their working environment, they need to be more open because they need to cooperate, to be a member of a team. So they have to do their own shift to becoming extroverts, at least while they are at work. So an introvert could take things out there by easiest ways like writing articles or having a blog or create a value even without needing to be highly visible. And then if they don't like to be like in big events and be exposed to a lot of people, they can do more easily one-to-one networking and build meaningful connections in smaller settings. Again, authentic presence is the key. So let's focus on depth rather than volume in our branding efforts.
Very interesting. And can you, based on all the work you've done with so many people, give me an example of someone you helped? And, I don't want any names, of course.
Yes. One of the most fulfilling thing in my role as a coach is the feedback that I get from my clients when they achieve their goals and they see themselves changing, and they come back to me to acknowledge all the work that we have done together and how it has helped them to shape a better future. So examples are uncountable, as I'm already working 10 years in this field. This is in the last decade of my career, and we're still a lot for space, but a lot of room for many more years to come. So would you like me to give a specific example?
No, I mean, that's good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the examples are every day, and believe me,
I'm sure, yes.
this is the most fulfilling part of my life. This is what, for me, is the purpose and the calling to do what I do as a professional, to see people changing. And of course, I also learn a lot from them. And I help myself to improve through working with other people.
Very interesting. And my last question for you, Maria, what role does networking play in building a strong personal brand?
It's very important. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Also, I've seen that in many places, not only in my part of the world, Greece, but networking and personal branding, they offer visibility, and it helps us to expand and reach with a trustful way the people that we want to. It gives us new opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
lead to collaborations, maybe job offers or possibilities to receive mentoring, and all these things. Of course, they are vital for our career growth. And last but not least, relationship building, because our personal brand is as much about who we know that we want to be by presenting our best selves. And building relationships for career growth is a top priority.
Very interesting. And on that note, Maria, I just want to say thank you so much for speaking to me about your own journey. I thought we covered some very, very interesting thoughts from you on personal branding. We started with defining personal branding. Then we spoke about some common misconceptions. What were some key elements in your view needed for a strong personal brand? Then we spoke a little bit about some of the obstacles people face. You also talked to us about NLP and how that can help in building a personal brand. And finally, you talked to us about how an introvert can work with you to get a strong personal brand. Thank you for speaking to me, and good luck to you.
Thank you. It was a very big pleasure. And from my heart, I hope that we were useful to our audience today and help them to change a little bit their mindset about personal branding and do even more to create a really powerful one.
Absolutely. Thank you again. Thank you for listening to the Brand Called You videocast and podcast, a platform that brings you knowledge, experience, and wisdom of hundreds of successful individuals from around the world. Do visit our website www.tbcy.in to watch and listen to the stories of many more individuals. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search for the Brand Called You.